Welcome to part 4 of the Docker interview pack, Production and Operations. These are 5 of the most asked Docker questions about running containers in the real world, climbing from very easy to genuinely hard. Here's how this works. One slide is the question, the next is the answer. So when you see a question, pause and answer it out loud before I reveal it. The first 3 are warm-ups. The last 2 separate juniors from real Docker engineers. Let's see how far you get. Question 1. Very easy. The most common Docker Compose question there is: what is Docker Compose, and why would you use it? Pause here and answer it out loud before I show the answer. The answer: Docker Compose lets you define a whole multi-container application in a single YAML file. In Docker Compose, YAML you declare your services, the networks they talk over, and the volumes they use. Then one command, Docker Compose up, brings the entire stack up together, instead of typing a pile of separate Docker run commands. The key word is declarative. You describe the desired state and Compose makes it happen. It's perfect for local development and single-host setups. Question 2. Easy. What's the difference between Docker Stop, Docker Kill, and Docker RM? People mix these up all the time. Pause and answer. The answer: Docker Stop is graceful. It sends SIGTERM, gives the process about 10 seconds to shut down cleanly, then sends SYCL if it's still running, and either way the container stays around in a stopped state. Docker Kill skips the grace period. It sends SYCL immediately and the process dies at once. And Docker RM is different from both. It doesn't stop anything. It deletes a stopped container and its thin writable layer. Stop and kill and a running container. RM removes one that's already stopped. Question 3. Medium. What are restart policies and health checks? This is where OPS interviews start filtering. Pause and answer. The answer: these two work together to keep a service alive. A restart policy, no, on failure, always, or unless stopped, tells Docker whether and when to automatically restart a container after it exits. A health check is a command Docker runs periodically inside the container to mark it healthy or unhealthy. The line that lands the point, running, is not the same as ready. A container can be running while the app is still booting or wedged. The health check is what actually proves readiness, gates traffic, and can trigger restarts. Quick checkpoint. If you answered the first 3, nice, but those were the easy half. The questions almost anyone running Docker can handle. Here's the honest line. If you call yourself a Docker engineer, you should be able to answer the last 2. This is exactly where juniors and pros split. The difficulty is about to jump. Question 4 is hard. Question 5 is genuinely tough. Question 4. Hard. A container exits immediately, or it keeps crash looping. How do you actually debug it? This is a real engineer's question. It's about reading the signals instead of guessing. Pause and answer. The answer: don't guess, read the evidence. Start with Docker logs to see the actual error, then check the exit code with Docker PSA, because the number tells you a lot. 137 means it was a SIGKILD, usually an out-of-memory kill. 143 means SIGTERM, and 1 or 2 are ordinary application errors. Next, remember the big gotcha. Your process runs as PID1, so it has to handle signals and reap children itself. Add INIT or TINI if it doesn't, and it must run in the foreground, not daemonize. The line that wins the point: A container lives exactly as long as its main process, so it exits the instant that process exits. And for a live container, use Docker Executive it with a shell to poke inside. Question 5. Very hard, the expert question. What are the latest in tagging pitfalls in production, and how do you ship images safely? This is the one that proves you've actually run Docker in production and felt the pain. Pause and give it your best shot. The expert answer. The trap is that latest is not the newest version. It's just the default tag Docker applies when you don't specify one, and it's mutable. The image it points to can change over time, so to deploys that both pull latest can get completely different images. That's non-reproducible, and it's where works on my machine comes from. The fix has two levels: pin a specific version tag instead of latest, and for true immutability pin by digest, the image at SHA-256 content hash, because a digest always refers to the exact same bytes. Then ship safely. Scan images with Trivy or Docker Scout, push to a real registry, and promote the very same digest across environments rather than rebuilding. The mantra: tags move, digests don't. So, how many did you get? 1 or 2 is a solid start. 3 is good. 4 is strong. And if you nailed all 5, including the latest and digest internals, honestly, hire this person. Drop your score in the comments and tell me which question you'd like explained in full. Every one of these has a complete episode in the Docker Explained series. To learn Docker the easy way, subscribe to the channel. And next up in this pack is part 5, Internals and Architecture.